This is the Treasure Honeywood show here on Adrenaline Radio. I am here and honored to be with this special guest. I have PRS Tweet from the group Next, and we've been talking about your new single that you have coming out, and the age of Aquarius, and the process, and you know where you got the name from. So some other songs that you're going to be doing for this album, like you have any favorites for this CD?
Yeah. I have a lot of favorites. I have a song titled like I just said, the Friends with Benefits.
Friends with Benefits.
I love that record. It's crazy.
I can't wait to hear that one. Or maybe I shouldn't want to hear it. It sounds kind of bad. No, I'm just kidding.
No, actually, it's a cool song. It's like it's a real friend. It's not
real
like
friend,
using
right?
The term loosely. It's real.
Real.
But it's like a friendship that developed into more. And then there's let me see. There's
I know your new single, of course, that we're gonna
Slow
play.
Love, yeah.
We gotta get that. You guys are gonna enjoy that.
Do It in My Sleep is a record that I really love. It's basically talking about I can do this in my sleep. Then there's what else? Bottom of the Ninth. There's a lot of records that I can name that you guys are gonna hear that you're gonna love.
I'm already excited. I'm telling you, the song I'm going to play, they're absolutely going to love. So when the process of writing the titles of the song, does it just go off of like, we write the title first and then the song, or is it kind of like you pick the line that's the best, or how does that work?
My process is usually I like to go with the chorus first, and that basically sets the tone for the song. It brings in the topic and then the flow, rhythmic flow of how it's going to be. And then after laying down the chorus, then you lay down the verses, and then you title it.
Okay. It makes sense to do it that way. So, you know, that does make sense then to write a title and then try to write a song to mimic that title.
I mean, you can do that, but then for me, it makes it more contrived. It's like, it's robotic. It's like you're trying to
fit
right to this title, but as opposed to being organic and just create a hook that feels good on that track, and then you write the verses, which you know has to correlate with the hook.
Right.
Then you just name it. And I've learned today it's cool to just name. Like it doesn't have to
match,
yeah,
right?
Like back in the day, it's like let me name. It's like we're talking about
feet, so it has to be really right.
It's called My Feet. Like what? No, it could be anything.
I've noticed that. Like a lot of times, though, I look and I'm saying, okay, this is the title of the song, but I didn't hear him mention
at all
nothing about this entire on this song. So.
Yeah, like the song could be about a party on the beach, and you call it helicopters. It's like what?
Right. Speaking of helicopters,
see, segue,
you better believe it. So we were kind of talking about this wonderful experience that people will be able to do with helicopters. You want to tell us a little bit about that?
I have a friend who owns a helicopter tour company. It's called Adventure Helicopters. It's my guy Gino at We Fly LA. You can find him at We Fly LA on Facebook. But yeah, they do helicopter tours here, Vegas, the Bahamas, I believe Miami. So yeah.
And Valentine's Day is coming up.
So you better get your
we
get
helping
your
you
date in the air. Let her see the city all at once, man.
I know it's 2 dates in one. You get to knock out everything on that helicopter.
It's the new horse and carriage, like you know how they
back
in the day. It's like let me take you on the horse and carriage. I did that before actually, and unfortunately the horses don't know that they're doing a tour, so sometimes it doesn't smell like it.
It doesn't.
So you're like,
they don't
wow.
care.
But in a helicopter, you can't smell anything.
Right. You just enjoying looking over LA.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Yeah, it's like you see it all at once.
Do you enjoy? I know you had to tour a lot of things. Do you enjoy flying? Because I know now I'm not a fan of flying anymore. Is that something you got used to? Because I know you have to do it so much.
Yeah, I love flying. I love flying. I go to sleep. I love flying and tour buses. The best ride.
Wow, I've never to enjoy like the tour. Of course, I know you probably enjoyed touring, but to enjoy the tour bus, that's probably like in this whole thing in itself.
What? Okay, let me put it.
Please tell me.
When you were a kid and you get in the car for a long distance, what did you do?
Well, I did everything. I used to do puzzles and
but a long distance. Like, have you ever taken road trips as a kid?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Fall asleep, right?
Of course.
It's the best sleep ever on a tour bus. Oh my gosh. Like it's like a baby. You just riding and you're just out of there and you wake up somewhere else.
Wow.
Like teleportation. But note to everybody, if you ever ride on a tour bus, don't sleep with your head towards the driver.
Why?
With your feet towards the driver. Because if there's a slam on the brakes,
makes sense.
It'll break your damn neck.
Makes sense. So shout out to anybody that's gonna be riding the bus.
If you hanging out with me, you better put your feet down first. I don't want any lawsuits.
Okay, that sounds good. So I did a show recently, and I talked about, how important education was and different things like that. So when you were in school, did you take like any, music classes and different things like that?
Well, yeah. I mean, you have choir and music
and of
classes,
course you were in a church. And,
yeah. But I mean, yeah, my base is church. It wasn't so much school as it was church. I mean, we went to church for like every day almost. I was an usher, deacon.
Oh,
I was
I
was in the choir. I was there for prayer meeting. I even tried to be a minister a few times.
Wow.
Yeah, but I realized that obviously I'm called to do other things.
Right, and you're still able to minister.
But no, and it's cool because sometimes when you wear a title like that, you people don't gravitate towards you as easily. I'm able to reach more people by not wearing a title, and I'm still basically saying, the same thing. That sounds familiar.
It sounds a little familiar, huh?
It sounds good to me.
It sounds good to me too. So definitely though, when we come back, I'm gonna definitely let you guys hear this beautiful song that we have. And just like I said, I want everybody to know I am definitely one of Next and Noun, of course. PRS is one of his best fans. So we're definitely going to go to break, and when we come back, we're going to debut a song. And this is the Treasure Honeywood Show here on Adrenaline Radio.
Thanks, honey.
So we, of course, are going to, debut one of your singles. But before we do, a little bit about, some of the people that you have under your wing that, you're going to be helping cultivate, sort of like a protege. Anybody in particular?
Yeah, again, my man, Nate Millions.
Okay.
Out of Minnesota, Minneapolis. And you can follow him at Nizzy Nate Mills. All Z's.
All Z's.
Yeah, anywhere it sound like an S, it's a Z. And my little brother at Lambo Lux.
Right.
His name is Lambo Lux, obviously. At Kevo the Kid. Kevo the Kid's pretty fly, he does his thing. My guy, Ben J from the New Boys.
Yes.
At Ben J Bro.
Ben J
Those
Bro.
are my guys, yeah.
So what are some of your ultimate goals as far as your solo career? Is it like to go platinum? Is it just to reach the people? Is it just to, what are some of your ultimate career goals, you think?
Just like I have a son who plays basketball, and I tell him all the time that winning a game or a high school championship or a college championship or, even the NBA title, all those things are great, but it's about the body of work. It's about, the Hall of Fame. It's about going into the record books. It's not just a participant, but one of the best to ever do it. So if I'm going to do something, I'm going to push myself to be the best that I can be. I'm not necessarily competing with anyone or anything that's been done before me. I just want to maximize my potential.
Right.
And I want to be proud of my body of work, and hopefully other people will feel as proud as I do about, what I put forth.
Right. So is there, like, for all the people that's listening, it's like, they just need to hear that one thing. What's some good advice that you've heard, that's kind of helped you, along the way that you could possibly, tell some of the young people trying to make it?
When we first started back in Minnesota, we were at Flight Time Studios and Terry Lewis from the
Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis?
Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis, who basically did everything for Janet Jackson, among other people, but she was their main one. But Terry Lewis sat us down and he looked us right in the eyes, and all three of us, I say us, I'm speaking of Next, RL and Tilo as well. And he said, "Don't ever let me catch you without a humble pie on you." Meaning no matter what you accomplish, you always be humble. Then he made reference to people like Babyface. Like, this guy had #1 hits for like 25 years, 30 years at that time. And I was just like, wow, it was real. And then I saw him again later. And we were at a basketball game and we were like courtside, and I was like, I still got that humble pie on me. He just gave me a hug.
I can tell. Just like from meeting you now, you absolutely seem very humble.
It was eye-opening to meet somebody that accomplished, and for him to share that with us. And I like Bruce Lee a lot, so I go to a lot of Bruce Lee philosophy to like be like water, formless, shapeless, ever evolving. You got to stay on. Like water continues to flow.
Right.
And that's what we were talking about. Like artists, how do you stay relevant? You got to stay on. You got to keep honing your craft, keep growing. And, learn from other people. No matter if they're younger, older, whoever. You got to keep learning.
So I think that's some actual great advice in life, period. Because in a second, it can all be taken from you, or people don't know your name anymore. Just that fast. So you definitely have to have humbleness inside of you. So after being in the game for a while, is there any artist or anybody that you still haven't worked with that you like, I'm waiting for that one person, and that you really want to work with that you haven't yet? Yeah,
I want to work with Kanye West.
Oh shoot,
Kanye is the business. Like, I just love the fact that he does everything. He's producing, writing, performing, but he's honest with himself. But I just love where he is, the space that he's in creatively. He's like, that guy is amazing.
He is. He's definitely very talented.
I like Skrillex too. Cause
I know about him too, absolutely.
Because I was born in Gary, Indiana, obviously. You said that. And that's right by Chicago. So I grew up on house music. So the fact that Skrillex, like that music is so relevant today, I love it. And honestly, we're behind the world. The world's been at that tempo for years.
Yes,
I remember in '98 when we went to London for the first time, they had this style called garage music. It was like hardcore breakbeat, but it was at a tempo like triple 120 beats a minute, but it had like hip hop breaks in it also. And the music was just so fly, and the way the rappers were riding the beat, I was like, wow, that's dope. And now we're catching up.
We're finally getting on board.
But anything America touches, it's like it's the new thing. Like,
they wait for us to do it for it.
I guess we validated.
We validated. Okay. But like we talked about in the beginning, we validated, but we also need to stay loyal to the people, that
of course.
Ups, downs, just, that's like for the people who Laker fans. You guys, sometimes Laker fans are there, sometimes y'all leave us. I'm a true diehard. I don't care if we winning, losing, I'm riding for my Lakers. So it's the same loyalty, I guess.
Yep, I feel you. That's what it's all about.
So I know a lot of ladies want to know this about your groupie love. Does that follow you and different things like that? Because I'm pretty sure it's like when Luther Vandross was on the stage, the ladies was excited.
Ooh, yeah.
So
he used to shut them down. I get love, and I appreciate it. Yeah. I get a lot of love.
Is it ever like extra crazy? Like just sometime a little bit too much?
It's been crazy, but. Yeah, and it's been over the top. When it's over the top is when a person comes at you aggressively, like you owe them something, or like they're just gonna take you right now. Like, whoa, hold up. Like, I do have rights, I do. I have an opinion about what happens to me,
my body, right?
And then get offended if you don't go there. But it's like I'm not a tramp. I'm not out here like just because you like me, I'm gonna just do whatever you want. It's not like that, and I wouldn't expect anyone to be that way. But I've gotten some people that kind of got angry at me because they were like, I'm trying to,
do this for you.
Right. I'm like, realistically, that's for you.
Right.
But, I mean, it's cool. You just have to reserve some self-respect and then set some ground rules when you meet people. And a lot of times you can do that without saying words.
Right.
Your body language, how you
give them the look, like, for real.
And but you don't even, and you can be nice about it. There's a way to let someone know where you're coming from or where you stand without being overtly aggressive or disrespectful or demeaning. Because a lot of times people feel like in their mind they have it set up how things are gonna go. So when I see you, I'm gonna do this and you're gonna respond like this. And when it doesn't go that way, sometimes they're deflated, and you have to find a way to help them understand. Right. It's not personal. it's not like I'm attacking you, but that's a little bit much for me. I'm not,
they feel like
I'm not
they
about
know
to
you
just
a little
meet
more,
you
right?
and kiss you in the mouth. Like, what? That's crazy.
Wow.
And you got to look at it from my point of view. If I did that
To
whatever,
everybody,
I'll be
right.
dead.
Exactly.
So it's like, cut me some slack.
Okay, so before we go to your song, which we're going to play next, I just have to know this. I'm putting you on the
no
spot.
pun intended.
Oh, no pun intended. You know it wasn't. But I just have to know, if you have a celebrity crush, like what person you see and it's just like, yeah, that one person. I'm gonna give you a few seconds to think about it because we're about to get ready to play your song.
I don't
Any
even know.
celebrity crushes?
No, I don't know. I'm newly single, so I haven't been looking at people like that.
Oh, okay.
For a while.
Oh, that's good. Well, I don't know if that's good or not, but
I mean, it's like I said, it's reality.
It is reality.
It's got to be good.
Okay. Just wanted to ask. I'm asking you for the ladies out there, so you guys can know what his type is a little bit.
I can't even really think of anyone right now that. I mean, you know who looks good to me? That girl, Success. She bad.
Success?
Yeah, I want her.
Well, there it is.
I want her more and more and more. Every time I wake up, go to sleep, I see her all the time.
I think I like Success too, actually.
Yeah, I love her.
I think we on the same page on that one.
Success could actually turn you, huh?
I think we're going to have to share her.
Get you. Hey, I don't know if it's enough.
I think we might have
Believe me, it's enough for her to go around.
Very much. Okay, so before we play your show, I want you to introduce it because I'm so excited to be able to debut it here on Adrenaline Radio at the Treasure Honeywood show. So I'm going to have you introduce your new song for us.
Yeah, this is your boy PRS, and this is my new single featuring Lambo Lux, produced by Ryan Smitty, Slow Love.
There it is. On Adrenaline Radio.
Exclusive.
Friends with benefits, close friends that's intimate. Face looks so guilty, cause young love ain't innocent. Last night you can't forget your heart rate. So love, I got you so love.
I know you guys enjoyed that song just as much as I did. That was his new single, Slow Love, off the Age of Aquarius. This is PRS that's here with me. So before I end this show, I just first want to say thank you guys. Thank you and manager for coming through and blessing me and being able to. CTMG. Absolutely.
Steve Smith.
Definitely. And is there any other like ventures or any other things that anybody can, get ready to look out for from you?
I just want to give a shout out to my brother Tilo from Next.
Love him too.
Yeah,
Hi.
That's my bro. Blood forever. You know how we do it. I've been trying to get him to do a project with me for years. Hopefully, like maybe in the future we'll get something together. But it's titled Genetic.
Okay.
But yeah, that's my brother.
Right.
He was at the house when I got there.
Right.
When I was born.
He was already waiting for you, huh?
Yeah.
So will there ever be another Next album? I have to know that.
You know what? I'm not sure. I'm not exactly sure at this moment, but if I can't see the future, and I'm not gonna commit to anything.
Right, of course.
Either way, because you just never know what could happen. But I mean, if it's meant to happen, it will.
Okay.
But I'm sure if it does happen, it's gonna be fire.
It's gonna be beyond fire, and just know I'm at your concert. I'm coming to is there any events that you're gonna have coming up that anybody can be able to come to?
Like I said, for Valentine's Day, we're working on something with Genuine at Key Club, so we'll see. We'll figure out the particulars and see if that works out. But if that pans out, that'll be my next showing here in Los Angeles.
Good. So everybody make sure you go check that out.
Yeah.
So once again, I'm so honored to have had you on my show.
Wait, I gotta shout out the producer of the song that we did.
Okay.
He's from Denmark. His name is Pilfinger.
Okay.
Look out for Pilfinger. You can just Google him. You'll see his stats. He works with everybody, but the kid is amazing.
Yeah,
he's amazing.
Definitely.
And the record with Ben J is called Ratchet.
Yeah. So let's look out. Is that gonna be your next single?
We're trying to figure it out. It's in the hands of the politics with the labels. Right. So we're figuring it out.
Good. So once again, on my show. Very, very excited to have had you. Thanks for coming through.
Thanks for having me, honey.
Absolutely. This is the Treasure Honeywood show here on Adrenaline Radio. Have a good day, everyone.